Hey and welcome to Neverwinter with Aragon. So we have some interesting news and a bit of an update for you with regards to when Module 30 is actually coming. If you haven't seen my previous video, we could see an adjustment to the calendar where the new Battle Pass is now going to be launching on November the 19th rather than before it was actually November the 12th, which would be tomorrow. So they most likely pushed it back a week. So next week, Tuesday, we will have the new Battle Pass, the new module with login rewards. Now we also have some very interesting news with regards to the most likely return of the mechanical dragon eggs. So let's get into the details. Back to those claim-free items, we can quickly look what we'll actually be getting, and unfortunately it won't be anything spectacular. Just a vanity pet choice pack there with the Garistro Simulacrum, Mini Hrimnir, the Natural, and then Mini Mangler. I am not sure if we've seen vanity pets of those before, so could be some new ones. And then just 25 trade bars, a Crimson Dusk die pack, 50,000 rough astral diamonds, 10 scrolls of mass life with a legendary stone of health, and then 10 mount upgrade tokens with finally 500 insignia powder and 60 companion upgrade tokens. And that's going to be then a full 7-day login event. I guess it's nice, but not a lot of interesting things here. Just some little bits and pieces to help you with character progress, and I guess the vanity pet could be considered new, as I'm not sure of those vanity pets. I haven't seen those names around. Do be aware, starting this Thursday is the return of the Harvester of Nightmares, and this brings with the ability to get those participation tokens, challenge tokens, and token of achievement. And very interestingly, there will actually be a new mount, so you might want to save onto those tokens for when Module 30 launches, available in the appointment vendor. We can already have a quick look at it, and personally I wouldn't get it. But 5 tokens will get you the Floating Island, the Skyhold Throne. It has the ability to give you upwards of 15,000 combat advantage for 8 seconds at a 40% chance when you're using encounter power. I don't see it as very useful because it has a 15-second cooldown. But then at Ground Slam, the ability to do 600 magnitude damage, 3-second stun, and cause the target to take 15% extra damage. So this is going to be a very useful mount for team support. You're going to provide that stun ability and then also cause the targets to take increased damage of 15%. So that's going to compete with other mounts like you see here that are all also basically 15%. It is also a 4-slot mount. You can see what insignias are going to be available there. And so quickly having a look at what bonuses you're actually going to be able to use on that. It will indeed have Tactician's Precision, Enchanter's Hex, Lionheart's Perseverance, Warlord's Motivation, Executioner's Covenant, Accursed Resolve, Predator's Instinct, and that's it for the 4-slot ones. And yeah, you may note, Predator's Instinct is actually new here, giving you 3,000 accuracy, combat advantage, crit strike, and crit severity for 20 seconds after you use your mount combat power. Although it is very similar to Cavalry's Alarm, which gives you 3,000 to all your ratings and not just the offensive stats with Predators. But I guess the idea behind this is you can stack them. And there will also be Guardian Spirit, if you haven't seen already, can give you up to 15% maximum health. That's going to be huge for tanks and absolutely one you'll be wanting to get. And I will have to update my mount document for that. But now let's get back to those dragon eggs. We have confirmed info that they will be returning. In what form? We're not sure. When Module 30 is out, you'll be able to check your journal just here, click Show Available, and down the bottom you can see there is now a collection for each of those eggs, but also another achievement here, Forger 1. Forge an egg from 6 adventure zones, 0 out of 6. So there will most likely be an event that will allow you to obtain again these mechanical dragon eggs. Personally, I'm okay with it. It's been 3 years, but back then they were super exclusive. You basically had to collect one of each type of every single egg, of which there are 15, So 5 of the blue ones on black, blue, green, red, and white. And then that again on the epic and again on legendary. And you would go and trade them all in here to then get your mythic dragon egg. And at the time this launched, there was a bug where you actually got all of the original eggs which you traded in and allowed you to infinitely claim that. But that got fixed pretty quick, and some people got temporary bans for abusing it. All of the duplicated eggs were just made obsolete and you had to redo the trade. All of the eggs become bound once you had traded them in and claimed them back, but it still let you to infinitely claim them. But then you went and opened these eggs, and each egg you opened, you could see would give you a wondrous dragon of a specific type. It depends on the rarity of the egg, and so if you opened the mythic egg, you'd get the mythic dragon, which had then all of the bonuses that those other dragon eggs gave you. So 6% damage resistance and 6% damage against dragons, 3% action point gain, 3% gold gain, and a chance for rough astral diamonds when you kill enemies. And if you look at all of the other like lesser rarity ones, so legendary, you'll have one Pacific one which will give you damage against dragons, another giving you the gold gain and rough astral diamonds, another giving you damage resistance, another the action points, and another giving you 3% damage resistance and 3% damage. It was a split hybrid kind of thing. We do have some confirmation from the devs. Thanks for Ruined for posting about these dragon eggs and drawing the attention of Avatar. And the dev says, regarding these achievements, etc., they are part of an event that you will find more information about in the dev blog in the future. Ruined asked if it was not fully completed on the preview server yet, and the dev responded with, it's up on preview, but the event is not something that is intended to be tested on preview, so it won't be fully accessible. But then we got some more details with those achievements are not specifically related to Module 30. Granted, the achievements do require you to go into that zone, but there's no relation between, say, the new zone and the achievements. And that's the same story with, say, the toned down version of Vault of Stars and the Baby Zariel trial going into the random advanced dungeon queue. It's not going to be, say, related to Module 30 and the area. It's just something they wanted to do to help regulate the random advanced dungeon and trial queue. And there's also going to be some more obscure Easter eggs that folks have been around for a long time might enjoy once Mod 30 goes live. Currently not available on preview to see. So that will be pretty interesting, and I personally have here nearly the full collection of the mechanical eggs, just unfortunately not the mythic one to complete this achievement. Maybe you get a reward upon completing the achievement. That will be interesting to note. And yeah, we don't know what's up with the ability to forge these eggs, as that's again not available currently on the preview server to have a look at. So we will have to wait for more details from the dev blog in the future. But it's not directly related to Module 30 and, say, the return of the Pirate Skyhold or the new dungeon or the reworked Dread Sanctum. But yeah, if you aren't already aware, Mod 30 will bring Vault of Stars to your advanced dungeon queue, a toned down version of that. And in the trial queue also will finally get Zariel, except it's not even displayed here, so I'm not sure if that's actually going to be happening. But once again, nothing confirmed, but expected Module 30 is November the 19th. It hasn't been officially announced to be as such, but that's the most likely scenario as we've seen in the past. Generally, when things are added to the calendar here, that's the most likely expected time, and a lot of times in the past it has been correct. Whenever these events are up, that's when it's most likely going to be. But they're then still open to change as they haven't announced it officially. If anything urgent comes up, they'll probably push it back another week. Overall, thanks for watching. A special thank you to all these channel members for your extra support, and we'll see you guys around. Goodbye for now.